Innovis, LexisNexis, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, Claritin, Clarity, Advanced Resolution Services, DAX, or whatever it's called, from Equifax. These companies, I was told, is sub bureaus that report to the big bureaus. I never got this before. This is within a month too. I never got this before from any credit repair company before, and I worked with two, Lexington Law, and then this company called Key Credit Repair. With Key Credit Repair, they attack everything at once. Had good results in the past with two little items, took it right off. This time around, the last time I used them, I had a whole bunch of crap on my credit report, $160 a month, 6 a month, nothing happened. Lexington Law, slow motion. They don't attack everything at once. They attack things one at a time, dispute one thing at a time. So I didn't get good results, and they just wanted to take my money. So I never got this type of paperwork from them, especially that quick. Nothing from LexisNexis or Innovis or any of these companies I just showed you. So we're gonna have an interview with this company. I think they're doing big things. They definitely doing things different than what I'm accustomed to. The video is longer than usual, so if you want to skip through a couple of things that is for you, you could do so, because I have titles for each little segment that we talk about. So if you want to go through it, no problem. I like to usually have my videos short, but hey, it was an interview, so we talked about a couple of different things. So without no further ado, let's talk about it. Hey, Level Up family. Today we got a special guest, Ms. Tiffany, a credit repair specialist. Introduce yourself and let us know about what you do and everything like that.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Level Up. Thank you so much for introducing me to the Level Up family. My name is Tiffany Campbell, and I'm the owner, the manager of King Life Financial, which is a credit repair organization. We strive to help our clients get to where they deserve to be in life. So we kind of meet you where you are, and we help you get to where you're going, where you want to be.
Sounds great. Right now, this company's helped me repair my credit. Right now, I'm so impressed that I just want to bring it to y'all, front door. We're going to talk about credit repair, what you could do for yourself, and working with her, you could expect. Right now, I'm seeing some things happening. Like I showed you in the beginning of the video, like all that paperwork and everything like that, and companies that I never even knew existed, so they doing something different. I expect good results. Like I said before, with credit repair, companies, you hit or miss, some are better than others. So with that being said, what's your strategy at your company to repair credit? I know that I got all these different companies, that send me letters back. So what's that about?
Oh yes, so so here at King Life Financial, we basically strive to we put God first, number one, so, and then we strive to do right by the client. So we want the client to know that they are safe with us, comfortable with us. We answer any questions they may have. But what really sets us apart is that we do a special diagnostics of each individual credit report. So we don't do the same cookie cutter disputes for every client. Every client's profile, consumer profile is different. So we approach it differently depending on the type of accounts they have reporting against them, whether it be bankruptcies, repossessions, collections, charge-offs. So they all have a different method that we go about getting those items deleted and removed from the credit report. And that's what really sets us apart. We break it down, and we use multiple different methods of credit repair. So there's factual, validation method, compliance-based, law-based. So we just incorporate everything to try to get the most effective result for the client.
Okay. Well, talk us through like the first steps of what you do with credit repair, because I actually got a lot of work back in 1 month, and talk about those sub reporting agencies too, if you will, because that's what I got for like the first disputes or whatever, and yeah, let's take it from there.
Oh, yeah.
First steps.
Of course, yes. So the major consumer reporting agencies, we all know Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, but what is not like public knowledge pretty much is the sub bureaus, which is the sub consumer reporting agencies like your LexisNexis, your SageStream, Innovis, and a lot more, as you know, ARS, like different ones that you have seen come back from your disputes. So basically, those sub-bureaus house your information, and then they feed that information up to the major bureaus, the Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. So if we can kind of suppress those sub-bureaus from sharing your information unlawfully, because you do have a right as a consumer to opt out of your information being shared by those companies, that's what we help you to actually request lawfully, ask them to stop sharing your information, politely, please stop, please opt me out, I'm sharing my information. And then we help you to get that stopped. And then once we do that, we start the dispute process. And that makes our dispute process so much easier, because you don't really run into all the automatic verifications, all the back and forth having to do multiple rounds, like year-long rounds, just drawing out the process longer. It just helps us to be very effective doing that step.
Yeah, that's cool, because I never heard of most of these companies that I got back. So, do you expect better results when you suppress those companies? You usually get better results when you do that?
Yes, and not so much better results, but quicker results, because the bureaus aren't able to give you such a runaround. Like if you do a normal dispute, they may come back verified, automatically verified if they can match your name, address, or social with one of those sub bureaus. So we kind of just try to cut to the chase and like stop all that sharing of information initially. And they also have like accounts. Some of your negative accounts also can be verified through those sub bureaus. Mainly the public records, definitely. That's what we have to. If you have a public record, we definitely suppress those sub consumer reporting agencies.
Okay, what do you consider being validated of you send out the validation letter, whatever, for the company to, validate the debt. So what do you consider validated?
So the validation of the debt is basically, it's under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and it basically states that the collection agency or creditor, original creditor, whoever is claiming that you owe a debt, they must be able to legally validate that debt. And to do so, like we make sure that they adhere to the FDCPA law, and we ask them to supply the original contract that you had with the original creditor. We also ask them to supply the contract in which they bought that debt from the original creditor. And we basically try to piece all the puzzles together, and see if this is actually a legitimate debt, or is it just something that they just bought off of a spreadsheet and they are claiming that you owe.
Okay. And, let's cut to the chase. Like, everybody will want to know, like, what's the percentage? Not, you don't even need to give me the percentage, but you dispute these different bureaus and, your clients, you have high success rates. How that go? Because, like I said, I got some stuff that I never got before, and I went through 2 credit agencies before, and not the best results. And I never ever got any, these companies would come back to freeze my account or suppress. So, I would like to know, like, you have a high success rate, or is hit or miss, or how that goes?
Oh yeah, so as a credit repair organization, we can't say, it's guaranteed 100% everything will come off by law, but of course we have a high success rate, and our clients are very happy at the end of the day. And we explain everything to our clients up front too, because it's 2 parts to credit repair. So there is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which basically constitutes everything that's allowed to be reported on your credit report. But then there's the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, which constitutes like everything that is able to be held against you as a debt, so it's basically like what's being able to be shown to the public and what has to be pushed to the sidelines. So it's either it can't be in credit repair, we can delete it from your credit report, but it may be like legally validated, and you still owe that debt if they can validate it. But we can still get it off of your credit report if it's not 100% accurate, if it's not 100% verifiable, we can get it off of your credit report, because per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, everything on your credit report has to be 100% accurate and then 100% verifiable.
Sounds good. And, I got something for my viewers, from my, so people that subscribe to my channel. King Life Financial actually going to give a little promotion to you guys, if you want to actually get your credit repaired. So if you want to do that, links in the description below. Click on it, make an appointment, consult with her, and, hey, level up your credit. That's what it's all about. All right. So walk us through the credit repair journey from start to finish. What do you do and how many months you usually take and things of that nature.
Okay, so yes, when a client first comes to us, we evaluate their credit report and we give them what is a credit analysis. So basically, whether they start with us or not start with us, they'll walk away with a full blown credit analysis. So they'll see the breakdown of the credit report, what's helping them, what's hurting them. So if they do decide to take the journey on their own, they know which accounts to attack and which ones not to bother. Because if you delete the wrong account, it can actually hurt your score more so than help it, So we kind of give them an outline of what's helping, what's hurting them, and they can take it from there if they want to, or if they can take that and start working with us, and we'll start at that point to start their suppressions with the sub consumer reporting agencies. And then that usually takes about 30 to 35 days. And then we'll start the first round of disputes, which will be after 30 or 35 days after they started. So that round will start. And then the full process usually takes about 6 to 7 months. And then after that, you pretty much see where you are and what came off. And then if anything has to be escalated, then at that point, we can go ahead and escalate, or the client we can point the clients in the right direction. So if we have to make any complaints or any type of extra efforts to those certain accounts, but by that time, most of the easier ones or the unvalidated ones, incorrect, inaccurate information, that would have been deleted by that point. So at 6 months, and even at 3 months with the promotion that we're doing, they'll see a large success in that 3 months time, and then they can take that success and keep running with it and go ahead and finish out, or they can continue or opt to continue to work with us, and we'll work with them for the remaining 3 months as well.
Sounds good. A couple of things that people think big deal, like inquiries. Do you guys do inquiries? Because for me, I don't think inquiries is a big deal, because I got a lot of inquiries, but it never really stopped me from getting, new credit. I could say, if you go for a lot of inquiries and you apply for a lot of credit cards and loans in a short period of time, that really hurts you. But, what's your take on that? Should people worry about that?
Right, Mr. Level, yes. So I kind of have your same or philosophy on inquiries. So we don't really put too much emphasis on it. We go after the heavyweights. We want to get those off first, So if you have inquiries in the credit repair process, it's going to take about 6 to 7 months anyway. By the time you're done with the credit repair process, you'll have no inquiries for 6 months, So you'll pretty much be good in the inquiry category anyway. But we do dispute inquiries, but we don't put too much energy into them. We're really going after the bankruptcies, the repossessions, the collections and charge-offs, because those are the ones that's holding your score down the most. And by the time the 6 months come around, you're going to have if you follow the rules and not get any new credit in your process of credit repair, you won't have any new increase in the last 6 months. So when you do start to apply for certain lenders, you'll have 6 months clean of inquiries and you won't be affected much.
Okay, so the big heavyweights is the charge-offs, the collections, the foreclosures, and things of that nature. You know, and like you said, they drop off your credit report, but they could still be, you know, in the courts as far as, you know, like as far as litigations or whatever, suing you. You know, so if you guys, you know, get it cleaned off your credit report, you know, probably still getting sued. So you got to work on that. But yeah.
And we like talk to all of our clients up front and consult with them, because we let them know, like, sometimes, like, if a report can sit on your credit report for, like, say 3 or 4 years, and the lender knows that your statute of limitations in your state, each state has its own statute of limitations. And I just checked your statute of limitations also, Mr. Level Up, so I have good news about that. So each state has its own statute of limitations. So if a collection is let's say 4 years old and the statute of limitations is 5 years in your state, so if you dispute that, that's going to trigger them, like, oh no, it may, like, you know, be like a red flag to them, like, this account's only 1 more year for us to collect on it, so let's go ahead and try to sue. And if they do sue, I always say clients always show up in court, because if you don't, they get an automatic judgment against you, and they can have the right to garnish your paycheck or wages or anything after that. Always show up in court. If they say that you come to court, let me know. I'll give you all the letters that we sent out on your behalf, and then you can show that to the judge also, and you can say, this is what I send out, like, and they didn't validate it, or if they did validate it, you know. So the judge will, like, let you provide proof too, you know. So you have a say. But if you don't go and you get scared and you don't show up at all, then they automatically win. And we can't let them do that anymore, you know.
Yeah, definitely. You know, credit is really important. And like I said in the previous video, credit is definitely an investment. So, you know, if you pay for credit repair and you couldn't get any credit before, say you had no credit, no credit cards, you couldn't get a loan, but now all of a sudden you get a $10,000 credit card, $20,000 credit card. Now you get lines of credit. Wasn't it worth it? You know, I think it is, you know, because even, you know, interest on loans and things of that nature. If you have so-so credit, you're going to get higher interest. You know, if you have bad credit, you can't even get an apartment nowadays, you know. So some jobs won't even, you know, hire you if you got bad credit. So credit repair is definitely something, you know, that you do and fix, especially if you're lazy. You don't want to do it yourself. And at King Life Financial, they do a little, you know, they do things a little different. You know, like I said, I got a whole bunch of paperwork and 30 days, and they really work hard, and nothing but good experience working with them. So if you guys are interested, like I said, in the description below, you could get in contact with her. Make sure you say Level Up sent you, and I got you, you know. So that's it for me. Got any final words, Tiffany?
Oh, yes. Well, I would just like to say thank you again, Mr. Level Up, and then to the Level Up family. Just let them know, like, you're not in this alone, you know. So if you ever feel defeated in your credit report, you look at your credit report and you feel defeated, like, don't, because it's fixable. You know, if you have the right team on your side and that knows, you know, the process to take you through, then you don't have anything to worry about. You just have to, like, start, and you just have to, you know, face it. Like, the first step is to actually face it and to get a copy of your comprehensive credit report, and then it won't be so scary after a while, you know. So just take the first step.
Take the first step. Take your head out the sand. You know, don't be an ostrich, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So you might as well go ahead onto it and fix it as soon as you can and level up. You know, that's what it's all about. So it was good talking to you, Miss Tiffany. You're welcome anytime. Thanks for helping me out on my credit repair journey. Hopefully, you know, you can help out the family, the Level Up family, on their credit repair journey. And we take it from there, all right? So subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll talk to you on the next one, all right? Level up.